Well, hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Lyric Room. If you guys really want to support this channel, I suggest head over to our Patreon page, check out our weekly awards. I don't do monthly awards. Heck no, I offer you guys weekly awards. Hold on, hold your horses, friends. I got Yang out of her box. It is her time for I Burn. Now, last time we did cover I Burn and From Shadows, but I mistakenly, as you guys say, a common mistake for noob reactors. I made the mistake by actually not reacting to the correct ones. I reacted to the trailer ones instead of the actual ones that have the lyrics. So you guys sent me the correct ones. But yeah, Yang is here with us now, and thanks to our patrons, we were able to continue the Lyric Room because, as you do know, YouTube is not fond of when people put music in their videos, but they're also not fond of content such as this. So for those of you who support us on Patreon, fund us on Patreon, these type of long form videos are very, very possible. So to give you an example, I plan on doing a lot of RWBY related videos that are for YouTube, but also I'm gonna have a lot of exclusive content directly on our Patreon. So again, why it's very important for me to note that what Patreon is all about, well, that is my job. And I would love to do more with, like, this is what I always say to the patrons. Now, like, you guys give me a lot of ideas, and one of the best things that I can provide for you guys is because you give me these types of ideas. Of course, you're gonna be credited for them and listed as producers, but like, I want to start creating a lot of content for very positive, well-deserving type of fandoms, because that's what, like, All Ages of Geek is all about. We're all about spreading positivity in all different types of fandoms out there, and just being able to support other creators, and like just to be able to unite all the geeks of all ages with the power of fandom positivity. I'm a big believer, I'm a huge believer that you don't have to be negative in order to make something entertaining. You don't have to be a complete and utter douche, pardon my French, to be entertaining. You don't have to be an e-girl or a gamer girl, whatever the heck you call them, to be entertaining. I have a very strong passion and a belief that you can just be yourself 100%, but be positive and entertain people. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing in order to succeed on different types of platforms. So for those of you who do believe on this journey and have contributed in such a big way, I thank you, because you make the Lyric Room possible. You make these long form type of videos possible, and God bless you for that. So if you guys are looking for extra content, also want to help us out a little bit, love what we're doing, but also want stuff in return, because we offer you guys a lot. Like, we offer so much on our Patreon, and by the next few months there's going to be even more. Like, I'm going to do Patreon only live streams. Like, we're going to have our live streams on Twitch, but then there's going to be a few days in the week when I just go live for Patreon. So I'm very excited for what we're able to produce for you guys, and it's all thanks to your love and your positivity and for believing in what we do. And which reminds me, I really got to start drawing more of the RWBY characters up on here. I mean, Nathan Drake's right there, but I mean, there should be more. There should be more characters up here. That's all I'm just saying here. But I know a lot of you guys do ship Bumbleby, and I figured because you guys do ship Bumbleby, and because I am very positive all the ships are valid in my opinion, because you ship these two. Oh my god. I'm gonna make a special episode for just them, dedicated to them, with their songs all in one. So because you guys ship Bumbleby, because you guys are the bees here, yeah, I'm very excited that we're able to do this again. I'm just rambling on, but it's thanks to you guys. You make this all possible. You just make this possible. What am I doing to my daughters? Okay, so without further ado, Jean. Baby, this isn't your time. Does Jean get his own song, by the way? If Jean has his character song, I need to react to that as well. But Jean, you could go over here. You could stay there. And look, guys, I have a phone. For those of you who are longtime fans of this channel, you already know who Mr. Phone is. And it looks like we have a phone call. Hello? Well, yes. RWBY is awesome. What are we reacting to today? Well, we're reacting to I Burn and From Shadows, and we're celebrating these two wonderful beans. That's right. You ship them? I know, all ships are valid, especially here at All Ages Geek TV. Oh, I'm cringe? Yeah, I know I'm cringy, but I gotta do whatever I gotta do to support this fandom, to support the fandom positivity. That's right. Alright, see you later. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. So let's get started. So we're gonna start with I burn 4. Yang wangy. Blakey wakey. You gotta wait. Your time's not to shine. You go over here for now. Stay. I know you're a cat, but still. Alright, let's go. So this is I burn. This is the full version, extended version, and yeah, let's get started, guys. Let's get reacting, reviewing, and commentating. A. Oh. Jeff, well, I love that. The Williams are so talented. Like, so. Yes. Yes. You are my girl. And this fits her so well, it's not even funny. Yes. Yes. Silly, but I love that. Why, Yang? Why? Let's go. Yes. She burns. It's so powerful too. This probably inspires a lot of people out there. Yes. Okay, I love that part when it says like a fever. Okay, because everything that they are mentioning within the song, within the lyrics, everything has to do with something burning. Everything has to do with something being hot here. So, that's right. Don't touch her. She's on fire. Oh man. Oh, I don't wear my sunglasses. This will be perfect. Oh, look at this guitar. Yo, if you guys can actually play the guitar, I'd love for you to send in videos of you playing this. Ooh. Reign Supreme, I love it. Oh, tell him. Oh. Hey, she actually says it. What? Yes. A. Oh my god. Yo, this level of confidence. What am I saying? What am I always saying? Get your level of confidence like Yangy Wang. You see, I can't even touch her. She's on fire right now. Oh my lord. Oh. Oh. Me now. Oh, I want to hear you guys' covers of this. Yo! Well, I have an idea. One idea is on Twitch, they allow you to do karaoke. Would love to do this with you guys, so follow us on Twitch. Oh. Oh. Oh, I love this. Oh, yeah, this was the new one. Yeah. Oh! Oh my lord, they're rapping! A. Oh. Oh! Oh my god! Yo! This is so much better than the other one, because the other one was the trailer version, but my queen. Look at her. And, oh man. I just want to keep talking over this, like. Yeah! This is my favorite part. Like a fever, I'll take you down. That's so good though, like, because the fevers actually do take you down, like when you're sick. Hey, see what I'm saying here? And my favorite part, yo girl. It's time for us to review lyric by lyric. But before that, let me just give you my thoughts. So you guys are 100% right to say that, like, how this works out with the RWBY characters. Like, the lyrics themselves have so much lore behind them. There's so much lore behind each and every single one of these, like, just songs in general, because if you're just watching the show, right, and then if you just listen to the music separately, you get a completely different vision of the entirety of the show. Like, this is by far what Yang is about. Like, it's like telling her level of confidence, but it's also showing, like, the moment where it's like, oh, let's make up, let's kiss. Like, it's like no, she wants to be in demand. She wants to be in control. And the thing is like, fevers actually do bring you down, so the lyrics speak a lot of even truth to it. As I'm always saying, you learn and take away from something from RWBY in every single episode that you watch, in every single chapter that there is, or even from the lyrics alone. But this, she's burning right now. Go over there. See, she's burning. Oh my God, you're on fire, girl. You're on fire. That's right, fire. But play Smash Bros. Okay, play as Fox. You get what I understand here. You get it. Oh, I guess she would definitely play as. I don't know who. If you, there's a question for you guys. Who would the RWBY characters play if they were gonna play Smash Brothers? Leave your comments down below. But what I'm just awed by this because it represents each of the characters. It's not necessarily just like a song. Like, you get character songs in anime. Like, give you an example with Bleach. There was a lot of character songs that characters sang, but it not necessarily didn't 100% fit them. Like, there's moments where it does fit them, and there's even songs where they sing with other characters, which I'm hoping that in the RWBY, like, volumes, like, it'll be like a representation of two characters, not just one. Like, the ships or anything in general, that's something I'm very excited for. But to set aside my like love of character songs, this literally fit her so well. It wasn't even just the fact that she's like just that badass type of character, but you felt Yang when you're listening to this song. And obviously I'm going to be binge listening to the volume because I'm a huge fan of RWBY. It's sickening. It's become an obsession. Please, somebody send a doctor. But how this is just overwhelming you with the feelings that the character is there with you when you're listening to this type of song. So the entirety of how Monty and Rooster Teeth and everyone overall, how these people actually were able to create such songs for these characters to make sure it fits them is awe-inspiring to me. Somebody who is so inspired by lore and just characters in general and stories. So it's very powerful when you have this right set of lyrics, because they could have just did as simple of saying, "Oh, I burn and I'm gonna get you," but no, what? But no, they did it. They actually put, like, you feel. I don't know how to like just explain it fully to you guys, but you actually feel Yang's presence when you're listening to this. Even the way, the type of music, you know, you listen to this and then you listen to RWBY's, which RWBY's is much more fairy tale, folksy like, and hers is completely different. It's more like punk type of rock type of thing, and it's so different than RWBY's is. And that's what makes me love this show even more, is because these creators take their time to appreciate these characters, to love these characters. Let's talk about this all day. Talk about all day. But anyway, before I keep blabbering on, let's go lyric by lyric. As you know, as we've discussed this, I burn, so you know, as she is yangy wangy. She's always gonna get her way. She's always gonna win the fight. Like, she has that level of confidence where she even admitted that she's like kind of like an adrenaline type of junkie, where she wants that sense of adventure. She wants to feel like something is always happening, and she's a go-getter. She's not like a homebody. She's somebody who just wants to go out and do her thing and just like help people along the way. But her biggest goal is to be like this huge adventurer type of person. So she burns. I burn. Come at me and you will see more than meets the eye. So, oh man. Again, I reviewed this song already, but I'm going to do it again out of love of Yang. And you will see that I'm more than meets the eye. So that's obviously, again, the level of confidence is there. The level of confidence that is literally telling you, be as confident and be as strong-willed as Yang. There's so much you can learn from her character. And if you yourself have ever written like a character and I can't say the word, analysis about her. There you go, I actually said it. I would love to know how you relate to Yang, because this is just, oh, okay, I can't touch her. Sorry, you're burning. You think that you'll break me. So, right there, it's like, you don't want people in real life when they're telling you, like, you're gonna fail, I'm gonna doubt you. Oh, like, they think that just because she may be a girl, that she's gonna break and she's gonna fall down to pieces. But it's like, no, Yang's the type of person, which this is something I can 100% agree with Yang. Now, I'm more of the type of person that, I mean, you have the two types of creators and two types of people on YouTube, on the platform. You have some of the people, I'm just gonna be blunt about this, you have the e-girls who are literally looking for people to say that, oh my god, you're gorgeous, oh my god, you're beautiful. And then you have content creators such as myself who would rather get respected, treated like an equal, and not like have this type of, oh my god, like the gushing type of thing. Like, that's not who I am as a creator at all. So something I can really take away from Yang is how she's like like when people think like, oh, you're just that, you can't be anything, and then she said that, you think that, you'll break me. It's like, no, she's more than that. Like she said, she's more than meets the eye. She's more than what she's personified to be. She stands up for more than what you actually see in front of you. So that's something I can relate to her a lot with, because one of my biggest pet peeves is when people actually leave certain comments thinking that maybe Kat wants this, maybe Kat wants to hear this, but it's like, no, I have a level of confidence where I'd rather be treated as more like somebody who would be a friend, or be talked to as like an individual or an equal, and be talked about like fandoms and lore and this and that. And I don't really respond to comments like those, because those are the type of comments that make me very uncomfortable, but also just make me feel like, why do you have to say that? Like, you know, like a lot of people think nowadays, just because like it happens to guys too, girls and guys, it's like it doesn't matter gender. I'm not gonna say that, because it happens to each and every single one of the genders out there. Sometimes people think, because of like some of the stereotypes that are out there, that people want to hear stuff like that. It's like, no, not everybody wants to hear like that, and some people just want to be on the platform to start a community and get respected. So that is something I could really take away from her, and I feel like each of the RWBY characters you can really take something away from, you can really relate to. Alright, to get to the parts where I didn't review for, so it was this reign supreme in your dreams. Now, again, her level of confidence is very inspiring. You'll never make me bow. Like that right there, it's so inspiring, because again, there are people out there who possibly want you to bow down to them, possibly want you to treat them like kings or queens. It's like, she's teaching us, again, as I say, you could be a guy and cosplay as Yang. You could be a guy and relate to her more than you relate to Jean. Like, for me, in general, I sometimes relate to guy characters more than I do to girl characters, and that's totally okay. So, if, like, this doesn't matter. Again, there's, like, some women out there want men to bow down to them. Some men out there want women to bow down to them. So this is teaching us to get that level of confidence where it's like, you shouldn't bow down to people. You should not bow down, because you are more than meets the eye. You offer so much more to this world, and you have to like reach that level of confidence to realize that, you know, you don't have to be restrained to something. You don't always have to, if something's making you uncomfortable, speak up about it. Like if somebody is making you uncomfortable on social media, block them. Like if it doesn't, you shouldn't have to feel forced to do anything. So this is very inspiring, and just this lyric alone, you'll never make me bow. So her level of confidence, I would love to know also, as somebody who's, again, if you don't know, I'm new to the RWBY fandom, I would love to know how she got this level of confidence, where it's coming from, you know, where does it derive from? Because it kind of inspires a lot of people out there who may not be confident enough to get on this level of confidence. So God bless you guys for making a character like Yang. Kick my ass, I'm world class. Now that's just, again, it's like, again, people confuse ego with like confidence. This isn't her ego talking, okay? Ego is more or less, I'm gonna say it again, our boy Torchic. He has more of a bigger ego, because, you know, he's more of the antagonist here. But Yang, this isn't ego. This is not ego talking. This is confidence. And there's nothing wrong with being somebody who has a level of confidence where you can just sit back and be like, you know, everything is cool, everything is fine, you know, I'm more than meets the eyes. Because she is somebody who literally is like, you're gonna start a problem with me? Heck no. I'm gonna break you down before you can ever even break me down. So, yeah, this is comfortable. I should sit more like this. Alright, so moving on. This I loved. I didn't think they were gonna actually add it, because when I was reacting to the trailer, I was saying like, she's like Super Saiyan. It's a Super Saiyan. I'm like, you innocent cat. You don't even know what you were getting into when you got into this fandom. Oh, rewatch those. RWBY. Remember when I used to say that? I used to call it RWBY. I didn't call it RWBY, guys. I called it RWBY. I just facepalm. I was, oh man, cringe, just cringe. But she's Super Saiyan now. So I love how they're adding these types of inspirations, that where they got this inspiration from their characters. Absolutely fantastic, because as you know, her hair lights up and everything, but dang, she does go Super Saiyan. She does. Like, what song actually sings about Dragon Ball Z? Like, come on, that is awesome. You were just awesome. If problems, okay, I love her. Alright, you're starting up a fight that you just can't finish. That's right. See, she's like, you know, you ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna win because I'm already winning. I have problems. I'm too obsessed with this show. Make it stop. Actually, don't. Make me get even more obsessed. Watch the little hearts while they scrape you off the floor. Dangle. Now that's just Violet right there when they scrape you off the floor. Like, come on. Like, she's saying already that, you know, she already won the battle. There ain't no coming back from this. There's absolutely no way of coming back from this because, like, even though we just started the battle, I've already won. It's fine. Like, you're gonna be scraped up. You're gonna be thrown out in the trash because she's basically called them trash. She's just called them trash. Bringing out your rockets? Well, shoot them up, baby. See, I love that, because it's like, you got that? Well, go ahead, but you still ain't gonna take me down. Oh, yes, yeah. You preach it to the choir, my girl. Preach it to the choir. High as you can go, but I'm the one who's gonna soar. Blessed. We were blessed to have this woman in our life. Literally, she's... See, it's like, this is even like kind of in a way if you're thinking about it, it's like, this is even going on when the battle's going on. It's basically just saying, you know, I won, even though it didn't start. Whatever. I'm the one who's gonna soar. Go ahead, go try to fly. Go try to be higher than me because I'm gonna be cooler than you. Where the heck are my sunglasses? This would be a perfect moment. And then can't hold me now, and then I burn. Yes, girl. I love this part. This is my favorite part. Swing all you want, like a fever, I will take you down. Like, there's so much truth behind those lyrics that, you know, when you're sick, fevers will take you down. You will be literally almost falling down the floor. Or in my case, passing out in a bathtub, hitting your head on the thingy that's in the bathtub, and then you wake up and you're like, what? True story. That happened during one of my burnouts too. I actually talked about that on Twitter once before. But I love the truth behind this because it's just not necessarily just a lyric that's being like, oh, there's a fever. Great. It's like, no, you're gonna get taken down by this fever. Lots to talk about here, guys. I could just have a live stream about Yang and how much of a fever she is. I could talk about something for 2 hours, okay, for a stream. I could just talk about something. Like, I'd be like, Yang's hair. Let's talk about Yang's hair for 2 straight hours. One whole live stream. And then I go off on a tangent from there. Trust me, it's gonna happen. Just follow us on Twitch. Just wait. Just wait. It doesn't have to be this way. So that's kind of like sad in the moment. Like, you know, like she's just saying, like, I don't want to hurt you. Or I'm going to have to hurt you because I'm still going to win. But that's like, it doesn't, here we go. Let's kiss and make up. Then you'll learn. Oh my God. Even the picture of her, this fan art, like, oh my God, girl. Like, I want to hug her, but I feel like, no, don't do it, Kate, you're going to burn. You could fight your life away. I get what I want. So don't bother and just watch me burn. Oh my Lord. So, again, it's not the level of ego. Now I'm wondering, okay, this is a question. Do the RWBY characters, do each of them have birthdays? Because I'm very passionate about figuring out what their zodiac signs are. I myself am an Aries. I'm a fire sign, and usually with Aries, we are very go-getters. We're very confident. A lot of people actually do say that the best like TV show hosts, whether that's late night or morning hosts, their best ones are Aries because it's like that fire's there. We want to inspire other people. We want to lift them up. People who are feeling down, we want to make sure that they get that fire in their hearts, and because that's what we're a fire sign. We always and something that Aries are very common to say is we always get what we want, or we always try to get what we want to make sure it makes either a difference in our lives or somebody else's lives. So I'm wondering what their birthdays are, because I would love to know their zodiac signs. And that is something that I would love to do a video on, because I myself have made a few discussions about this, like when I was playing certain games, about characters like zodiac signs and how it really does affect their personality. How, like, even like I myself am Catholic, but with the zodiac signs, sometimes it's so crazy how much they like line up with each other, how much sense it does make. So I'm wondering if she's an Aries. I don't know, I could be, Aries is usually late March and then throughout April and then to mid-April, so I'm wondering. I'm wondering if she is an Aries because of the whole, not only just the fire thing, but just how her personality is. But if she's not, there are a few signs that she could possibly be. And that's definitely another video I would love to create. So, oh man, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun because that's another type of thing I love to discuss. Anyway, back to the point. This is cool. I didn't know they were gonna have rap. I did not know. I just skipped over a line. I didn't know they were gonna have rap in here. I cannot rap for my life. One day on a stream, I would love to do freestyle rap with you guys because that would be freaking hilarious. Feel my fire! Right? Feel it. You gotta feel the fire, girl. Feel the fire. Pyromatic by desire. Thought that you could see the truth. Hey. Till you just burned down the booth. Oh. That's right. Human Torch can't with me. Oh. That's right. Johnny Blaze, suspect B. Oh, that's right. Oh. Going to the next one. Strike 'em quick, lightning fast. That's right. Melt them down to ash. Hey. See, it's like, again, it's like she is the type of person that I think would listen to rap. Like, I'm getting these types of vibes with her. I feel like she would. And I feel like she'd be good at freestyling, too. Unlike me. Let's continue. Gasoline, kerosene, strike the match, ignite the seed. Oh. Oh. Hey. See, wow. Again, they're mentioning all these little things here is something that can burn. It's not just like, I'm going to take a piece of paper, light a match. Oh. That's right. It's not just saying that. It's taking, like, again, with the whole different things that can burn. It's teaching you about the gasoline and the kerosene and things like science that can burn. And it's giving you a science lesson right here. So again, RWBY teaches you things even within the lyrics. We'll never be the same. That's right. It won't, because you're going to burn. Feel the fury of my flame. Beg for mercy. It won't help. Oh. Embrace the ending. You dealt. Dang. And dealt, you could think of like deal the cards, you know? The cards of your fate. Like when you're playing poker or something, you dealt something or, yeah, oh man. Yang, I love you. Okay, you're cool, my daughter. This is so good though, because I feel like, again, this is something she would love to not even just listen to, but I feel like she works out to this. I really do, I feel like, oh, it's not done yet. Oh, seems you will never learn. Oh, here's gonna say, now sit back and watch me burn. That's right. So this was Yang's I Burn, the extended edition. This is the explicit version, and I can see why it does say explicit because, you know, the rapping, again, does have some curse words in it. But the thing is again, I love to see how, like, it does fit these characters, you know, like it even said Super Saiyan, and it actually did not say that when she was in the club. So to listen to the full version, totally different experience than just listening to the remix version for the trailer. But dang, this is for Yang. This is for our girl. Would love to know at this moment in this video, leave a comment on why you do love Yang, what she means to you, how do you relate to her, what do you take away, because again, like people, I've seen some of you guys in our private Discord from Patreon, you even say that you're like Yang, like 100% like Yang, and you could really relate to her, and you're like, oh, I'm a guy, but I'm basically Yang. I'm like, you know what, that's cool, that's fine. And I've seen some people like judge certain people by saying like, oh, you're a guy, you can't like cosplay or crossplay or whatever you call it as these types of characters. But for me, I'm all like, no, like be whoever you want. I'm gonna sound like Barbie, be who you want to be. Watch our Barbie video, that was a funny video we made. But like, if you love Yang and you want to personify her, there's no like reason you should not be able to. And just so you guys do know, on the pillow company that we are, you know, working with, there are a few Yangs that you could check out there. So if you're a fan of Yang, I suggest you go look into that. But anyway, guys, let's move on. Okay, guys, it is time for some of your faves, like Belladonna. It's time for her to shine. Yes. And now we're going to listen to From Shadows, which is featuring Casey Lee Williams by Jeff Williams with lyrics. Yes, Blake. And Blake is up here because she is a cat and she could jump. There we go. rest on my shoulder. My queen. Well, no, the queen is right here, but like the queen of the Faunus, the queen of how awesome she is right here. Anyway, so stop it. If they start showing more ship moments, I'm not gonna be able to handle it. Sorry. All right. Anyway, stop. Stay. So, stay. Anyway, today we are going to, again, for the lyric room, we're going to be discussing From Shadows. And again, I listened to the wrong one, noob mistake, from the trailer, but this is 5 minutes long. How to D, this is a long one. This is From Shadows, this is the long version of it, the actual extended version. And why don't we just get into this, my friends? Let's get listening. Yes. Again, the whole mysterious type. It fits her, like, this piano. It really does. I love that. The harmonizing. I wonder what Adam was. What type of Faunus he was. We're about to find out, possibly. Yes. Queen. It's like, I hate how she feels like she has to hide everything. Oh, here we go. And again, this feels like you're on a train. You're about to do something. I love that! It goes from mysterious to this, and you're like, that's a big transition. Oh. Oh. I want to learn more about him. You intrigued me, Adam. I want to know. Oh. Oh. I love it. Identify yourself. Yes. Oh. So it starts like this. It's so sad! This is so sad. Like, no, I wonder how, if they tortured her. Like, just so sad this is. It's like, I don't blame the Faunus, okay? I don't blame them for what they're doing, but still. Yeah. Like, Blake had every reason to leave. There we go. Even, I like how the lyrics are also purple. Very nice touch. Hey. And I also like how this is say From Shadows because of her semblance, how she says it's basically a shadow of herself that takes the more lore. Oh man. Love this. And you know, good on her when she realized it. Oh. This is so sad. So that sucks too because they're binded. They're bound to be like slaves. They're bound to be tortured. And again, what I always like to say is I don't agree with the Faunus what they're doing now because they're taking it a step further to get their revenge. But I understand why they hate the humans because the humans treated them like they were trash and they threw them away and they subjugated them and they tortured them. So I understand why they want to get this revenge, but what Blake did is when she started seeing that this type of pain was being spread by her people who once were living in peace and how these people were becoming just like the people who hurt them, that's when she was like, no, I kind of can't, like, I can't take it anymore. So good on you, Blake. Points for you, but I wonder how Adam's going to be. Like, when she mentioned him in Volume 2, it really did, like, it sparks something in my mind because I'm like, oh my god. Like, see, this is the thing. Like, it sparks something in my mind because, like, he was mentioned in the trailer. We met him in the trailer, and I thought he was going to become, like, a bigger part of the series. So maybe he will, like, later on. But I wonder what he's up to now, because she said that was her partner, so. Guys, again, if you guys want to send in any of your covers that you're doing, let me know. I gladly feature it in the video. Headbanging moment. Actually, I can't play guitar. I gotta play the recorder. Imagine covers on the recording. Oh my god. Yes. That's terrible. What if somebody said that to your face? That was a question mark. Yeah, but I know the guitar is also going to. Ooh. The guitar itself sounds it's like a voice. Oh my! How do you play the guitar like that? Probably okay. Adam looks like he has like horns, so I don't know. I wonder what you are, Adam. Ooh. Oh, and I like how they added that. Like he disappears, and Blake is all by herself, alone. She's all alone. No! But she's not alone anymore. Team RWBY will be there for you. Ah, man. Just to think, too. Like, they all came to Beacon with some kind of story. And then they all met up with each other, and now look where they are. I mean, I'm not even caught up to RWBY, and yet... Okay, so I've already reviewed From Shadows in the previous episode of the Lyric Room, so you guys be sure to check it out. The card should be showing up. But dang, this is how do you say, very dark, because again, how they're talking about subjugation, how they're calling them mutts and liars. I mean, imagine yourself being in this situation where someone's calling you that nonstop, pointing at you, making fun of you. But at the same time, with the Faunus, again, with the White Fang, how the White Fang is, it's not all the Faunus. Like, that's the thing, is like, people when they see a Faunus, they're like, automatically, they're like triggered. They're like, oh my god, you're bad because the White Fang. Oh my, but it's the White Fang in general, how violent they have become. And hopefully our girl will maybe become the leader or take over or just destroy them in general and start a new name for just the Faunus in general. But I feel so bad that they have to be looked upon like that, because just because they are half animal, it's like automatically you're a monster. And I understand why, like with Weiss too, like when she was saying in Volume 1, I 100% understand that why they're afraid, but they have to come to a term where there's like a compromise, and they have to come up with something to be able to get along and treat each other as these types of equals, because this happens in our own world where people judge each other based on skin color or based on like accents or based on general regions, and suddenly everyone's just attacking each other because of what somebody does look like. And instead of everyone realizing that, you know, you are my neighbor, treat your neighbor as you would treat yourself, is which kind of what Blake is trying to teach, like the Faunus in a way, because she's like, you know, with the humans, and how these two, how Weiss and Blake were like fighting with each other. In that moment, you kind of learned towards the end where it's like, put your differences aside and just treat each other as equals. And that's the biggest problem that our world does still suffer with, because there are people out there who say, we want to treat everybody as equals. We want to make sure everyone is treated as equals, but then at the same time, people are calling each other names just because somebody else has a different opinion, or they're calling each other names because they don't like what this person looks like or acts like. So what I'm really taking away from the series is, again, it talks about things that you want to discuss around the dinner table, but it's something that a lot of people say to avoid. But what I want to start doing is discussing a lot of these important topics because, in my opinion, it's very important. It's very important that we learn from this series, and what do we take away from it? Like, what do we take away from Blake in general? Like, she broke away from her own people because she started seeing that her people were becoming as bad as the people who were torturing them. I mean, an eye for an eye and the world goes blind, and these people are just so sought out on their hatred and revenge that they want to start riots and they want to start like pain and misery for everybody else. And again, it's like just like with the humans, it's not all the humans that are bad, but it's not all the Faunus that are bad. So there has to be this type of bridge, you know, this bridge between the two. And I'm smiling already because it's like this could be the bridge between the two. I mean, again, if you do ship Bumbleby, if you don't, again, that's totally up to you. Every ship is valid here. You could ship anyone with Yang, you could ship anyone with Blake, and it would still be valid. But, I mean, if we're talking Bumbleby here, these two would kind of be like the bridge between humans and Faunus. You know, like, they would be that bridge to unite, you know, to say, like, you know, if they ever possibly do get together. I don't know. I'm still trying to catch up to RWBY as much as I can, but from what I've seen in a few of the scenes, I'm like, there is something here. There is a connection and a ship here, and I understand why a lot of people do love Bumbleby, but just, I want to be able to see that bridge, you know, like maybe that bridge where the Faunus and the humans can learn to work together. And there's a few ways that can happen. Number one is somebody makes some kind of difference. Like they show that here are two people, here is a human and a Faunus, and here are they to represent everybody and see that they can care for one another despite their differences. Or another thing that can happen is complete and utter torture that, like, forces them to have to work together. Like, they may hate each other so much, but there might be some kind of big, like, something that intervenes between the two and has to, in order way to defeat that foe, they might have to all work together. So either way, I just want to see that bridge. I want to see that connection, because I don't think throughout the whole series it might just focus on the humans hating the Faunus or the Faunus hating the humans. It's like just for a few, like what I'm hoping for is throughout there's just a few volumes, maybe you'll just see that type of bridge that connects everybody. That's what I'm hoping, because if not, then I'm going to be like, there's just too much hatred. Please let there be a bridge. Somebody just let there be a bridge, okay? Let that be a bridge. I'll just make a bridge myself if I have to, with a bunch of headcanons if there's not. But what really intrigues me too is I'm really excited for Adam. You know, like I'm trying to figure out what kind of Faunus he is. I know she is a cat, but I wonder what he is and how long they knew each other and how long they were partners with each other. So that is something I'm also intrigued about. And hopefully he will show up in the series and maybe have a change of heart. Maybe Blake will change his mind, and hopefully she doesn't have to kill him or something. If we're gonna get that dark, I mean, when you have a character have to kill another character that they care about, don't go there with me. That's when things get too dark for me. But overall, I love, again, Yang perfectly fits her. Blake perfectly fits her, but also fits her semblance because of the whole shadow thing. And how, oh man, I love this. I love them. They are my beans. They are my beans. But Jean will always be my bean as he's sitting over there. Sorry that you couldn't make your cameo. I mean, he was in the beginning, but I was like, no, sorry, boy. You gotta move to let the ladies shine, to let Team RWBY shine. But anyway, guys, be sure to help us out on Patreon if you want more episodes like this, because I love doing these types of episodes, these long-form episodes, where I can just blabber on and on about things that I do love, such as RWBY. And, of course, the Lyric Room will continue and be continuing for the future weeks. And after we finish up Volume 2, we'll be moving on to Volume 2's volume as well. That's funny to say. Soundtrack. Volume 2's soundtrack. Volume 2's volume. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. A lot of other things that you guys could be looking forward to on the channel is a lot of RWBY coverage, some reviews on the manga. I want to really read aloud the manga. I want to read aloud the anthologies too, because what I really used to do on this channel when I started is do manga read alouds. And I would love to read aloud the anthologies, review them at the same time. kind of like what I do for League of Legends Champion Tales. I would love to do that for RWBY, and it'll be like maybe chapter by chapter or like story by story. Each of them will get their own episode. Another thing is how the manga, there's an actual manga coming out for RWBY. That's another thing we're going to be reviewing. So once I'm able to do these things, you could expect a ton of that on the channel, as long as you guys do want it, of course. But if you want to help us out, be sure to check out our Patreon, because this keeps the dream alive. This is my job, you know. Again, I'm ADHD, so there's a lot of things that I can't do out in the world that I'm you'll hear more about it one day. But the reason that I love being able to do this is because I get to not only just make this my dream job, but also I get to connect with people and make a community out of it. And the Lyric Room is, again, something I would love to have a longer discussion form videos during our live stream. So that's something also you can look forward to as well. But anyway, guys, again, check out all the links in the description down below for your fun and your enjoyment. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode of the Lyric Room. Absolutely love this series. And again, my friends, you stay weird, you stay wonderful, and you stay awesome. And until the next video, embrace your inner fangirl and your inner fanboy every single day. Bye, guys.